know, so.
You're watching Public Affairs. Berkowitz is my name, and politics is our game. And we will be doing politics this evening because we have as our guest State Senator Matt Murphy, who knows a lot about politics, a lot about public policy. For 09-010, let's just stick to that.
Well, fiscal year 09 is the one we have 2 months left in, and we'll have gotten about $3 billion of our stimulus.
That's
2 to 3.
Okay.
There.
Well, it's a little confusing in that now we go to 10. That's the next fiscal year.
Right, starting on July 1st.
What you said would be an $8 billion deficit.
I don't know that it'll be quite 8. I think it'll be a little lower than that. But
$3 billion coming from the feds covers 3 of that 8. So
FY10, well, for FY10, we'll probably get about $4.5 billion of the stimulus money in FY10.
4.5. So now you're down to a deficit of only $3.5 billion. Is that what you're saying?
You're getting a heck of a lot closer to balance. Absolutely. Okay. I mean, collectively, again, we're gonna, we're sitting here at $11.5 billion over a couple of years, and we're getting 9 from the feds.
Okay.
I think it's important to understand, in addition to this tax hike, Governor Quinn actually increases spending in his proposed budget.
Okay. So you're saying, from what you get from the feds, and you've referred to these Medicaid savings, running that more efficiently. I think you've said that and a few other things gives you savings next fiscal year. $3 to $4 billion. Right?
Yeah, about 3.4. Yeah.
So pretty much that's your plan. That's all you have to do. Don't raise taxes. Don't increase spending. Use the Fed stimulus funds to meet this deficit. Use the Medicaid savings, and you're done.
You probably are going to need to do more than that. And
how much
certainly,
more? Well, which means what?
Well, you're probably still going to have cuts to do.
And how much?
You're going to have to roll back Medicaid eligibility as much as you can.
Assuming you did all of the Medicaid savings that you contemplated, assuming it actually occurred in 10, then you still have to do more on cuts?
I suspect we probably would.
Ballpark, how much addition?
I don't know yet. We are running numbers as we speak. Okay. The budget deadline is really May 31st. We'll be going into negotiations shortly, but I would anticipate in the next week or so having a much clearer idea.
Your view, it's all manageable in terms of not having to raise the individual income tax nor raise the corporate income tax?
My view is yes, first of all. But I mean, again, we have no higher priority in my mind than to do everything we can to keep people who are nervous about their job in it and to help those who have just lost one to get a new one. And putting a 50% income tax on them and their employers and their prospective employers is not going to do that. I mean, it's 180 degrees from putting people back to work.
Drives away employers.
Sure.
From either expanding if they're here in Illinois, or if they're not here in Illinois, you force them to go to another state. And that's your point of view.
That's my point of view. And again, are all the cuts easy? No. Is it all fat and waste? No. Some of it is potentially things that are important and worthwhile expenditures. But at the end of the day, you have to have the guts to prioritize. And for me, having a growing economy and people being working and the best job they can get is the #1 priority.
In the Senate, there are 37 Democrats, 22 Republicans, right?
Yep.
All 22 Republicans, in your view, will support what you've just said about not supporting an increase in the income tax, corporate tax?
That is my sincere hope.
What's your belief?
I think so. No, I think so.
Yeah.
I expect, I think we all understand that you're really hampering people's ability to build an American dream for themselves. We're at 9.1% unemployment now and rising. The Senate Republicans are the caucus that actually created the opportunity for charter schools in the first place.
Okay, so you would support many more charter schools?
Sure.
You would support lifting that cap?
At least extending it significantly upward, if not lifting it.
Okay, and support pilot for vouchers?
I think pilot vouchers.
And you support and you oppose any increase in the income tax?
Absolutely.
And you want to reach out and get more employment and growth here in the state of Illinois? So you've articulated certainly that anti-tax view. Should that be the rallying cry? What's the rallying cry
that's a big part
for your campaign in 2010? Not your campaign, but whoever's running.
Well, the two biggest things are, we've got to start creating an atmosphere where people can get the best opportunity to do as well as they can do. That's #1. They've been held back. #2 is we have to get to a point where you can stop being embarrassed to be from Illinois.